What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about the time I was away and also what's up with my account, because look at that, I just reached 7 million. I don't know why I'm getting so much TCP, but we'll go through the things I've been doing lately in the game and see if we can find some answers, the characters I've been investing and so on. So yeah, I've been gone for 1 week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and first, and I've talked about this in the past, is that I have some problem sleeping, and yeah, so 1 week ago I was for 3 days with insane insomnia. For like those 3 days I slept a total of 4 hours, so it was a big problem. And when I don't sleep I lose my humanity, like I get really salty, and it's not good to make videos like that. And I also feel no willpower and things like that, and it was always a problem that I had in my life. I would even say that it was chronic. But hopefully yesterday I bought something that will help me with that. I bought some supplements, but it's not like medicine, it's like hormones with minerals, because we have this hormone melatonin that it's what influences you being able to sleep or not. And as you guys can see, I'm very white, more white actually than it looks on camera, because luckily for us we can fix the contrast and color on the camera. But yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason, even if I stay all day in the sun, I don't get burned easily, and that influences on the levels of melatonin you can produce. And I have this problem for all my life, and it affected my school, it affected my jobs, it affected my relationships, because if you don't sleep properly, it's a big problem. So yeah, I had those 3 days without sleeping. I had no will to make any videos. I could not get out of bed. And then when I finally got out of bed to go to my niece's birthday, then I got food poisoning, because my brother-in-law, he doesn't know that I cannot eat black pepper, and he put a lot of black pepper in my food, and yeah, because of that I was sick for 2 days again in bed. And after those 2 days, I had no strength on my hands and on my legs, and then I had to go to Poland. I had everything already scheduled to go, I could not cancel it, and yeah, here we go to Poland, shaking with my arms and my legs. I couldn't even feel my legs. It was so hard to walk, it was terrible. But everything went okay, and the experience in Poland and the experience flying to other country while we have the Toyota Corolla virus situation going on, it was quite interesting, because like no one gives a shitus about it, like no one cares. Everyone is doing their daily thing. Like we are using these masks that they help very little. They give you some protection, but not that much as some people make it seem to be. It's only like 30% or 35% effective. Of course, if the other person also using it's 50% effective, but still it doesn't stop any of the particles that can go through the air, because the virus supposedly is airborne or some things like that. There's so many lies going on about it, and yeah. So the trip was quite great. Unfortunately, like I was looking for an apartment or on Airbnb, but because of my dyslexic, I saw a room apartment and I didn't saw the room part. So it was a room of an apartment. So that was quite rash of an experience, not what I was looking for. And the price was quite expensive. Like you could take apartments for the price of that room. And yeah, I was really disappointed, but at least everything else was cool. I meet with this girl that she's very interesting. She's very likable. She's a little bit too much of an introvert, but it's okay. She's pretty smart, and I appreciate that in women. She's also very pretty and she's fit. So interesting things. I was supposed to meet with other girls as well, but they told me that they would be busy, but I already had everything scheduled. One at a wedding, the other one was out of town, the other one was also out of town, but for other reasons. So yeah, it was not as great as I was expecting. And then I took my laptop, no, I took my tablet and my phone, and I was like, okay, maybe we can record some Marvel Strike Force videos here. We have some orbs to open, we have Swarm to open, lots of orbs. Maybe we can open and make it interesting. But we really didn't have time for it. We were like going to museums, going to different places to eat, which is something I don't do often. I usually eat only 1 meal a day, but since I was there and so on, okay, let's do some interesting things. We were eating Korean food and some other crazy foods. It was interesting. Then we were in, this was in Warsaw. Then we went to Krakow by train. It was quite nice. And yeah, then we went to the Jewish district. We went to walk by the river. We were watching some museums with crazy butterflies and crazy lizards. We were having British breakfast. Unfortunately, some British people, they can be very loud, and it was like 10 a.m. and they already had 2 liters of beer down their throats. So you can imagine that sometimes that can be a little bit inconvenient, but it was okay. It was still cool. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the company. It was quite nice, but once again, the drama about the viruses and so on, no one was taking it like seriously. You have to put your mask when you go on a train or on a tram or on the bus or on the airplane. But apart from that, you have to use it to enter in a restaurant, but then 5 seconds after you remove it. So it was pretty much pointless. And in other kinds of stores and even on malls, some people were using, others not really. So it was very surprising because in Portugal, everyone is going crazy about these viruses. And people are so aggressive that when I was coming in the bus back home, the bus driver stopped because this guy, not me, other guy, but a guy that was sitting somewhat near me, he had his mask a little bit down. It was not covering his nose because he had a lot of beard, and of course he cannot breathe. Because that's the problem with men, especially like for me, my beard is really thick, and it destroys the masks and it leaves all these particles that gives you allergy, itchiness, and all of that stuff. So yeah, the bus driver stopped the bus to go talk with the guy, to not talk, to scream at him, and he has to put the mask on, otherwise he's going to call the police and he's going to be kicked out of the bus and so on. It was so ridiculous. But yeah, in some parts of Portugal, especially in the capital, everyone is going insane and starting fist fights because of it. So yeah, quite crazy. And yeah, so in the past I've talked about that I have a little bit of depression and so on. But like this happens because I have a certain allergies, I guess, of things I cannot eat. And if I eat them, I get sick and I get with depression. So I cannot eat gluten and I cannot eat large amounts of chocolate or things like that. And it also is because of my ability of not being able to sleep, but hopefully this will be fixed, so I will have more energy to do more videos, and hopefully with more smiley faces instead of grumpy, salty, Duarte, something like that. But yeah, my situation is very different. Some people have depression because they have problems in their life and so on, and I also have problems. Like my school is going to shitush, especially because of the coronavirus. I have to read a 35-page regulation for how to behave now in school with the situation, and I'm actually thinking about not going this year because it's just too much. And even going on airplane for 4 hours with a mask, I was feeling really sick because of it, not being able to breathe, and yeah, it's just uncomfortable. And you can't breathe, and then you have your beard that is leaving all these particles because it destroys the mask. It's just insane. So yeah, I'm thinking about taking at least a semester off. Maybe I'll go on the next one, but this one, like, I'm not really enjoying, and especially in Lisbon where everyone is fighting because of this. You'd rather be on a fist fight than talking with someone without a mask or something like that. Like, I just feel that is so ridiculous. But yeah, so hopefully thanks to these new supplements I'm taking, I'll feel a lot better, and maybe I'll finally be able to reach my goal weight. I don't have a six-pack app yet, but I'm working on it. It's something that I think it's important. Not only you have to educate yourself and make your mind stronger, but it's also important to have a balanced and healthy body, because if you have a strong mind and a weak body, you're going to be a nerd. Everyone is going to beat you up. If you're going to be full of muscles, but you don't know anything about the world and how it works, then you're just a big dum-dum. So it's important to have that balance. Some Greek philosophers said, I don't remember the saying, but you need a strong body and a strong mind. And yeah, I agree with it, and hopefully thanks to this and thanks to being able to sleep again, I'll be good. Okay, so now in terms of the game. So as you guys remember, last time when we talked, I got banned from my alliance because of Tauna, because he said I said bad words. I was a sexist because I said men and women are biologically different. So in some countries that's very upsetting, as it seems. I guess some countries stop believing in science. There are many religions and cults out there these days, and I could mention a few, but better not. So yeah, I got kicked out of my alliance. Fortunately for me, I was able to find a very nice alliance. I think I already show here because it shows here, right? So yeah, Secret Warriors, quite nice alliance. They are on the top 100 of the raid teams. They are also on top 100 of the alliance war teams. They are quite good at alliance war, so I have been enjoying my time here. Unfortunately, I have not been having too much time to play because I was outside, and now I came back home and I have a lot of stuff to do as cleanups and things like that. But I have been patient, and I've been doing enough on the raids. We are doing daily 60 to 70% raids on Ultimo 7.5. Right now, 7 hours left, and we are at 60%. Oh, we just reached 60%. And yeah, so it has been quite good. Dark Dimension 3 is over. We had the Baron Zemo Blitz. I didn't do much of it because I bought the offer, so I was okay. and I just didn't have time. Like if I have to prioritize being out on a date with a girl, or if I'm going to Blitz, the girl will will be the priority every time. And yeah, so in terms of arena, I've been around rank 20 to, not 20, 12. But I usually don't use all my charges because I didn't have time, usually 2 or 3 per day, so that's fine. And what else we have in the game? So this guy is coming. Unfortunately, I don't have shards for X23. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to unlock him, but we'll see. In terms of the characters I've been investing on, so let's take a look into that because I did a few changes. So I've been working really hard on making all my characters at 7 yellow stars, because as soon as you do that, Blitz gets way easier, because if you have a character at 6 yellow stars, it will upgrade the enemies for 7 yellow. But if you're at 7 yellow, they can't be upgraded anymore. So yeah, I think that will be very helpful. I've been working on that a lot. I got a few red stars on She Electro, Woman Electro, Electro Woman, Electro Lady, something like that. And I enjoyed the backlash that Mobile Gamer got in his live stream, because he also said that. I'm glad that it's not only me that thinks it's weird that we are calling just Electro. If it's like Lady Electro, it's fine, but just Electro to a character that is clearly a female and she identifies as a female, it's a little bit weird, but sure. So yeah, the characters I've been working on. So Black Bolt, I brought him to 7 red. Is it worth it or not? I'm still trying to get my idea around it. Yes, of course, it's always an improvement. Yes, of course, it's a great character. It has the highest base damage in the game. So yeah, it's nice, but we'll see. We'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, I have been investing on my X-Men a little bit, on the Black Order a little bit as well. And I have plenty of T4s, because the last T4s I did, it was on Zemo and on Ultimus. And I need to make videos on Ultimus because he's so good, he's just insane. And I'm quite surprised that like Casino has not been doing more videos on him, because he's quite powerful and his team can beat quite a few people. But I saw that Casino is using my Kree Technocrat team, and so that's good. And you can really see that the team is good. But in terms of other characters, Mr. Sinister, almost to 7 yellow stars. Hopefully next month he will be there. If I'm going to invest a 7 red on him or not, right now I don't think I will. I did on Black Bolt, but I'm going to save my gold credits for something else in the future. Right now I really don't see a character that needs it. Ebony Maw, I was able to get a 7 yellow star. It was quite hard. I will show my strategy on a video soon. Then Blob to 7 yellow stars. It was funny, the last Alliance Wars I did, the second last, I had 13 wins once again. It was quite amazing, but I was not able to get the MVP, unfortunately. But then in this war, it was against my previous alliance, the Full British Breakfast 2.0. And they beat my team with only one team, but it was 570,000 Black Order, very, very beefy Black Order. And the Black Order can beat very easily the Marauders if you know exactly what you are doing. Not very easily, but somewhat easily. So yeah, those two characters, Ebony Maw and the Blob, 7 yellow. Other characters, so Ultimo 7 yellow, 5 red, Gear 14 is really, really good. And this basic, it only says that is like 3%, 30% chance, but I think it's 50% chance. Maybe it happens quite often, and because it gets so many assists, that's another reason maybe why it appears to be more often than usual. So any other upgrades that I know I did a few. So Crystal, I had to get her to level 71. It was like she's the main healer on the Inhumans, and it was really necessary for the Ebony Maw event. Then I invested a little bit on Hulk, but I've been really struggling with the training materials. I want to get Nick Fury to Gear 14 because I cannot beat the last node of the Doom campaign. I can almost beat it, but my characters are just way too low, not only in levels but also in gear. When you are facing enemies Gear 14 and level 71 or 75, yeah, it was a struggle. And yeah, I'm investing on those characters. I've invested a little bit on Graviton. He's almost at 7 yellow, and the more I invest in him, the more I enjoy using him, because he becomes so powerful, because you break that barrier of the armor, and then he becomes so much more powerful. Now, in terms of Pyro, I want to work him a little bit. Thor, also I got 4 red stars on him, up from 3, so that was quite nice as well. I got some good red stars, but it was mostly credits, and that was a little bit lame, but yeah, we have to deal with it. So Fantastic Four, I did as Excel spreadsheet with the average red stars of my teams, and I'm going to invest in those characters based on the red stars. So Baron Zemo, 4 red stars, 4 yellow, is looking pretty good. I wish it could be a little bit higher, but because like it's so far away from the next yellow star, I just whatever with the Blitz, and yeah, that's why I didn't worry too much about it. Elsa, it's someone I want to work in the future. Then I'm divided between the mutant characters. I have quite a nice amount of mutant gear right now. Will I continue investing on Storm or Beast? I think I'm going to continue with Beast. Storm, I'm just going to put her on the bench because right now I'm really not enjoying her. She's just way too squishy, and especially with only 3 red stars. Even as she has the 7 yellow, I feel that Beast is more promising than her, but we'll see it with the new characters that are coming soon. I still was not able to get Cull Obsidian to 4 yellows. It's just insane. I'm struggling so much to get this guy any higher. And on the other hand, with Squirrel Girl, she's getting shards even that the event ended. But the basic orbs have been very rewarding for her. Now, I had to buy the offers for X23, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to be able to reach the 5 yellow star to get Doc Ock. Hopefully I will, and then I can do the Well Wars with Casino, and then test him out, especially with Electro, Lady Electro, because I got a nice amount of red stars onto her. So Sworn, oh my god, Sworn was just terrible. I had so many orbs for him, and I only got him to 4 red, and I got 1 offer. So 1 offer, plus the entire campaign, plus all the energy refreshes and so on, and I was only able to get him to 4 yellows. It's just insane. I have never had such a bad result on this guy, and he's okay at 4 red, 4 yellow, but come on, it's so disappointing. And yeah, I wanted to use these orbs to make a video there in Poland, but I'm glad I didn't make it because it was so disappointing getting so little shards for this guy. So yeah, Karnak, he's just at 1 red, and I had to invest in this guy because for the Embodiment event, it's just necessary for that. You'll see the strategy I used. It was quite nice, not super easy, but it only took 2 tries, so not terrible. And yeah, I need to buy offer for this girl as well because I cannot beat the node. I need to invest in a few of the Avenger characters and Shield characters, otherwise I will never beat that node. But I don't know, it's just I have a combination of bad red stars with not enough gear, and it were characters that I was not very interested before because when I played when I started playing Marvel Strike Force, they were already old, and they didn't have good kits, and only now they got decent kits and they are somewhat worth it. So yeah, it will take me some time to invest in them because once again I have no training materials. So yeah, that's for Sworn and Negasonic. Now look at Lady Electro. So I got 6 red stars on her. She's going to be a beast. Some people are saying that she was overhyped. I saw some people talking about it. Yeah, she's overhyped. If you are not using her with Doc Ock, you need to use Doc Ock with her, otherwise it's not going to work. Obviously the kits are made so they work together, and they're made so you use Vulture and Mysterio as well, so you can apply slows and you can apply blinds and things like that, and speed ups. So you have as many charges as possible so she can throw her passive attack as often as possible. Without having that specific team, it's going to be very hard for you, obviously, to make her to shine. But hopefully when we'll be at 4 yellow, we'll make a good representation of her. And then in the future, when she'll be at 7 yellow, she'll be the monster that we expected from the start. And what else? I think nothing else, but I was quite excited about getting 6 reds on her. Hopefully I can also get 6 reds on Doc Ock. On Well Wars against Casino, we'll see if we will be able to do that or not. I really hope so, so we finish this team and then save everything else for the new symbiotes. Supposedly Scream, Riot and Anti-Venom are coming, as well as She-Hulk. So that's going to be interesting. I expect that She-Hulk will be to the Young Avengers. Some people are saying maybe other teams. We'll see. It will definitely be interesting to have more symbiotes, and it will be even more interesting if we have 6 instead of 5, because if we have 5, the team is closed. But if we have 6, it forces us to already start thinking beyond what's coming, and that's always more interesting. And we also have ISO 8 coming, so we'll be doing videos on that in the future. Hopefully, I'm not sure if it's going to be next week or the week after, but hopefully we'll have that soon so we can talk about it, because right now I feel like the game has been a little bit stale, at least in my opinion. We had this PvP once again, but I don't understand. This event lasted for like 7 days, but the milestones were only for 3 days. It was so weird. I didn't even get all the milestones because I didn't have time. I only had 1 night to do them, and I only did half of it, but yeah, I guess. So that's going to be the video, guys, a quick update on everything that went through last week and everything that happened in the game for me. We'll be doing some videos more in the future, and I'm also going to start uploading some videos on my other channel about Dokkan Battle, because like there has not been much to talk about in Marvel Strike Force, and I want to keep myself as busy as possible. And because of that, I'm going to start uploading there again after 3 long years and many requests to do it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't know what to do, smash the like button like a boss. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you are having a good week. And I will see you guys probably Saturday for the live stream. Not probably, for sure, on the live stream for Saturday. So I hope to see you there. And yeah, see you guys later.